I think he's fantastic at the way he uses his utility.
Let's see.
Better than most duelists, so I think that he's going to be tough to deal with.
We'll give him a chance. I don't think either of these comps are good at taking mid control. We might just see just side hits all the time.
And perhaps this is, but the KO looked okay. So we'll see
Liquid on attack, Kickoff on defense.
Challenge that roll issue that he was having last time. Bit of a shaky performance. KC, defensive side, already hearing a lot of noise coming towards this A side. And a big dive going in. Levin even steps into that. He's 47 HP as the salvo.
Dude, this guy's in trouble, really.
And he ends up with
Did good to get one. Dude, look at the damage done.
Still
What the hell?
chance when it comes to the retake with KC fully grouped up as well. They might be able to isolate this low HP on some players. Wayne, though, has a paranoia that could change this fight.
Yeah, he's set up nicely. Pop flash on the other side. There is the paranoia back in response.
Dude, the 3 through spawn.
Classic, and Dosia just taking over the round.
Man, Dosn's just changing guns, one-tapping everyone.
But that one is the deadliest.
Okay, very, very nice from K-Corp on this one.
New man on the block.
Yeah, I'm really worried for Liquid with this comp. I'm not
really
gonna let you.
looked like they were off to a flying start there from Liquid. I think that counter of the paranoia perfectly landing, catching 3 players, completely halting the push, but then you throw a cat amongst the pigeons, and my goodness, they came plummeting down. An incredible performance to start this off, and for KC, a 1-0 start to their defensive side. I think that confidence is going to be a big deal.
This is the DOS9 dude. This is the DOS9 that was farming farming Pacific for a little bit.
KC, I think I look at them as needing that little bit more time to grow from what we saw the other week.
Liquid on this one. Just go down to the eco one gun.
Matchup for quite a few reasons. It's like I don't think we saw the best from Dosia in that last matchup. I think he's someone that at his peak in Boom was an absolute monster on the server. But also we've got Wayne, who
knife over towards A. Don't see anyone. Set the jet up. Rotates coming in. Ooh. Stun dash. Pick up a gun. He has a sheriff they could give someone else.
Yeah, the funny thing
could
is
definitely drop it to camo.
With a paranoia. It looked like that play was dead in the water, but Miniboo's gone for an
Miniboo, mate, you gotta drop that gun to your teammate. There we go.
They're already through the smoke, but Aves was there waiting. The kills come back in favor of KC, but they don't stay that way for long. The problem is that Nats only has a classic, and on range, he is not going to be very helpful here. It's got to be Miniboo to do that damage, to take down at least a player.
Virtue with the prime. Thank you for the 2 months, man. Thank you, thank you.
Time is ticking, but KC have already made it out to Rafters. They're about to get towards that.
Dude, this time's gonna get really low, man.
His biggest challenge around that corner.
Oh, boy.
It's up and down. Low HP on Sugetsu with 49 just below. He's up top and clinging on for dear life. KC.
He should be fine, right? But did he mess it up?
It comes down to a hair's width on the clock.
Holy bro, he nearly messed that up. He really nearly messed that one up.
He double tapped that defuse, and I thought he
no, yeah, I thought he messed it up almost with the double tap. That was scary. I'm not sure about playing this corner with Bulldog.
Definitely not
against this comp, but
good, second round.
I think if I'm playing that corner, I'm perma shotgun personally.
Coming down to Sugetsu to have to clutch it out at the end. And well, he's stressed already.
He saw that double tap and he's like,
it's round 2.
Tech boss?
Already
EMEA,
like
feels like a tech boss. Yeah. Oh boy. Well,
he's ahead
we've
of
got
the
2
game.
rounds.
Bit of an early pause of a technical nature, it seems, but we are going to be looking to get the purchase up relatively soon for Liquid. And
gonna be a long day. I mean, that America's Day was pretty nuts, man. I'm hoping nothing beats that this year. I tell you what I'm really worried for. Okay, let's set the scene a little bit. We're in the same studio every single time, right? So in theory, only limited stuff can go wrong, you would imagine, right? We've gotten the same bit of equipment every single week. When we do the, you know, the tours that they're doing, like at the end of, for playoffs and stuff, in the stages, where they go on the road and they do it, I think the EMEA one's in like Barcelona or Madrid, I can't remember. Dude, that is going to be a nightmare, I'm telling you. Like, it looks like a great idea on paper, but I promise you, it's not going to go as well as they think.
You're talking about most, okay, the 2 players that already have weapons, they're okay, but even then, they've got like an SMG, maybe a Guardian if they stick with it, and the rest will have like 2K to spend. It's going to be a Spectre round instead of a full buy in the next. I don't see any other choice for them but to just take the L now. Yeah.
We get bang into EMEA, how many tech bosses we have? Bro, I think Rossi's the worst one now. Rossi's been involved in the 2 longest ones. At least the longest one in Americas and the longest one in Pacific.
I'm looking at Levin, came in as a
FNS raid? Mate, we're 2 rounds in. How is his internet down?
Definitely had some high highs and low lows. I think Miniboo's another one. I think that battle of those two is going to be entertaining.
At least they've tech paused for him, I guess.
Miniboo is someone that I think took a lot more flack than he deserved when being on Heretics. Like, I think that for a team that was built
in the YouTube chat, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for that.
After they had early success, they were looked at as, oh, you now need to win everything, and if you don't, it's that guy's fault.
I mean, it's like it's kind of just up to C9, to be honest. I know what I would do, but I think
slightly less
I'm more ruthless.
In the sense that he's no longer a scapegoat, but also more pressure is like, okay, I can do well outside of that team. And he started strong in this match. I want to see more of that.
Run ads? I don't run ads, mate.
He's still in a high-pressure team. You got
I'm not going to farm people.
There's going to be pressure.
Okay, bonus for KARMINE, and it's not really a good one, seeing there's only 1 survived on the last round. Okay, this is interesting. This is going to be the first time we go and try and see Liquid go over towards middle with, honestly, potentially a comp that can't really take middle too well. Like the way you would imagine Liquid would take mid is drone over towards here, but you don't want to use double smokes for vision block, so you're always going to be open to one of these angles. Or if you use double smoke for vision block, you have 1 smoke to exec.
They know that when it comes to ranged fights, their opponents can't really go pound for pound with them.
The only way it kind of works is just walking up. And then if you lose middle, they should honestly just react over towards here if they have numbers. I actually think in this whole game, it might be the least mid control we ever seen in Abyss. Both of these teams are crap at taking middle. Is in the comps, not the teams themselves, I guess. But.
You got to watch out for him. He's always good with a single shot to the head weapon. We do have a couple of players in the right place at the right time. Abez as well. He had some solid maps in their last series, but
30 seconds left.
But only a Spectre here, I don't expect.
Liquid never really took middle last year. I mean, the good thing about this map is, in theory, you don't need to take middle that much. That's why KCOP have gone for this comp. You can just spam A all the time. Yeah, I mean, this is my issue with this comp from Liquid. It's just so hard to do anything on attack.
2 players covering the cross, and the flank coming in from Sugetsu. There is no way out for Team Liquid, and after a very shaky start,
rough bonus converted into a win, got 3 gun upgrades. Oh boy.
Here and find a 3rd. A remarkable beginning to this match.
That is not what I expect to see. Aves does fantastic work. Like, his flash for starters,
his knife
is superb, but then also just the timing of the swing out. It really is. That's a painful one. Because I said, going into the round...
Most maps are all friendly in the pool. Why is there no chamber at the moment? Just because the... Jesus Christ, really?
And immediately we see a tactical break.
That's going to be one of those days.
Liquid, and you can understand why.
It's just because Yor is just insanely popular at the moment. So most people lean into a Yor. Because again, it is like a little bit busted with the TPs on defense.
I didn't see it in the moment, like the exact timing.
Okay, it looks like a natural attack. Pause. Okay, nice. We're all good.
Stopping 3 players. I remember certainly it was Wayne and Miniboo.
The EMEA Stingers.
Paranoia for entry. You're missing your dive from Miniboo. And actually,
normally not the most successful. 11 won't be able to one-pop everyone. Light armors.
At that point. So they were about to burst out of the smoke. They're then pumped. The brakes are pumped. And they decide to recommit.
Did I get a haircut? Nah, dude. I'm just fresh out the shower.
Explain the round loss for me. If KC had gone, there's 3 here, rotate, and there was like a 3rd player close by, a 4th one, they were already stacked up. But nothing changed from the execute, just that you maybe the dash was already active or something like that, so it didn't get used. But for the most part, KC just had 2 players on site with weak weapons, and they decimated that attack. For Liquid, I'm not surprised at all that they want a moment here.
Yeah. They've got to get themselves back on the horse. Immediate purchase.
Am I graying in the front? Yeah, man. What coaching will do to you. But I had to get out of there. I'd be full gray right now, or bald.
Season about the buffs to the Spectre and the changes to this gun that could make it a little bit more random than it had been in the past.
I had to do it for my hair's sake, man.
We'll see. There's still belief on
maybe
the
both.
Side.
I mean, yeah, maybe both.
The Stinger of all things, a little strange.
What's gone? What's gone on there? Little block, little body block. Maybe that's normally how it goes down.
Special stun off the map.
Yeah, it's a lineup.
You needed the angle.
It's a lineup for a flash, I guess, through the floor. Lovely. I'll never see it coming.
Spike planted.
Dude, imagine they still win this one, though. It's actually a pretty hard retake right now. If Avaz gets a kill, he gets his ult. That's his ult. Does he want to pop it? Well, that's an insta-pop. Damn, bro, the EMEA stinger. We never see that in EMEA. 3 with 1 clip. I mean, the first 2 lined up.
What was that?
How did this happen? Yeah, straight up block.
Oh, that's not even his fault. Oh, that's tough.
Now we get to the good. Yeah, there we go. The positive part of the replay.
Dude, last bullet on that kill. Man, that is nuts. We actually never see that in EMEA. People in EMEA normally can't use the stinger, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to doubt the stinger again.
Maybe they've been pracking it.
They did buy 4 of them. They only needed 1.
I think that
now they start getting their ult cycle as well. They got the KO ult out of them. They got these 2 ults combo well together.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that
Again, I don't think we're going to see a person in this square, in this game, maybe.
Yeah, like that spray control looked like a laser. So, fair enough.
Like on attack.
Wow. So, a shaky start for KC. They then come through with a 3rd round off really low weapons. We get super worried about Team Liquid. And then Camo gets a 4K with a stinger. It's been a normal game so far. Yeah, it's just a predictable match.
They used to know about it there as well. So there was no utility for the
Teo ult at the back, Waylay ult at the top.
Already execution.
Salvo.
Little disjointed, nice trade out from Miniboo though.
I mean,
I'll put things back
fair play to Wayne, bro.
The story of this game so far,
Just doing the duelist duties, I guess. Making sure they can get through the choke.
And again, they're going to get into these proactive positions.
Oh, what a perfect nade that was. Yeah, Liquid understanding how much of a big round this is. Every single ult into it. If they lose this, this is the most devastating thing ever. Oh, they're losing this.
Fully underway, and Miniboo left. In a 1 versus 4, the first is easy. It's gifted, but the defuse is underway. He can't even get there in time, surely. And with players between them, it's a guarantee.
3 big ults.
4 on the board for KC.
Yeah, they've been really good at those retakes so far. Like on that side of the map especially, I think just holding to make sure no extra ground's able to be
You're starting to see what I'm talking about with this comp, man.
But
like,
yeah,
look at that.
A few spots going unchecked, it seems, on the entry into the site. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication coming through from that Liquid side. And
let me just insane retake.
Like playing on site is just so easy against this comp. I'm not scared of a recon. I have to dodge a salvo and a stun. That's basically it. And the slowest flash in the game. And then a Waylay dashing in. I just make sure I'm aiming at them when they dash in, and then an Omen that dashes in. Why would I ever be scared of playing site? Oh, this is interesting. First time they want to take over towards middle. Is this an eco? This will help them long term, though. Like, this will actually help them a lot. Just proving that they can take middle once, or they're not scared to take middle. Drone all the way through from here, jumps across. It's kind of nice.
Give your squad a chance.
The problem is now, right? If they want to split over towards a site, like this is the guy to do it. At least he's top mid. This is my whole issue with these comps.
Seemed like they wanted to go away. That's the
not that KCOP can't struggle with the same thing, but
rotations. They're trying to get some faces out of that defensive side, but finally they'll make their own opportunities straight in towards heaven. It looks like a hellscape. 5 versus 2, and only that 1 rifle left.
How much better is this comp if it's a Sovereign, not a Breach? Oh, much better, man. Like 10% better.
Sneak his way through, but they haven't really pulled much of a move from any of the players on the other side. And for Camo, there
still
is
just pretty
an
bad.
argument of just keeping the rifle through to the next round. It will give them a slight bonus in terms of
credits. This is the first time I've seen the coaching staff, in my opinion, play a bad comp.
Hunting for the orbs doesn't have that much value. It's also worth mentioning as well, just in this series, that although we're in the middle bracket, and it feels like of the brackets, it's the least important for these teams.
Will KCOP struggle on attack?
Match,
they'll A spam. They'll go here like 70% of the rounds, and honestly, they'll probably. I mean, they'll get over towards site.
Been in a final or 2 already. Played in the best of 5s. You're gonna have to.
What comp do you think is meta on Abyss?
I
don't mind a solo Yoru, but I think at the moment double control or double duelist is like the one for me.
And also you have to bear
I'm
in mind,
also
if you
so
then
fine
come
with a Jet on this map.
to like one of the last finals, only getting
I like a Jet, Yoru, Omen,
it really is a brutal gauntlet to
Astra,
run if you go
Sova,
0-2.
to be honest with you.
From 1-1,
But I also don't mind a comp with...
any major danger, and you have a better chance of
I don't
getting
mind
2
this
bites at the
comp,
cherry,
I
basically,
guess.
to try and make it through.
Because you can just spam attack sites.
Again, you know, those first 2 rounds, it looked like Liquid were going to be the ones coming out swinging.
What about the Sage? I do love a Sage on this map.
Completely different result.
I've been loving a Sage since last year on this map. But it's not like it fixes what I'm talking about. I think the Yoru and double smokes is a must, in my opinion. You got to create pressure middle. And then I think you should have another dive agent that can actually get over towards the site so that you can probably do splits on this map.
Looks like KC lightening their control over this A side, at least to begin with. That's left Levin a little isolated, but he wants to fight. He's going to win at least. He's going for more. He's sending it through the smoke. The aggression pays off here, though. That's a 2-for-1.
I like the use of the fragment. You're not really expecting somebody to come through the other side when they've just thrown a grenade onto the floor.
Split on Abyss. You only want to. You only need to split once. You need to split once or create pressure like you're willing to split once, and then once you start faking mid control, then your side spams it easy.
The thing you least expect. With 35 seconds on the clock, though, they're making a switch up in position for Dosia. Oh, there's the spot. That's the information he needed. There's another rotation coming through. That's Winston first. Second he gets away from. Gives them away back into this round. But Dosia has said is well
he's dead, right?
of their positions.
Camo wins?
Whether they go through
he walked forwards.
He's actually going to get both.
I thought he was just swing inside of it.
In between, and Sugetsu will be there to close out the lurk of Nats. I thought he'd get one at best, but fair play.
Well, you know, I think this was the same kind of looking at last week as well for KC. When it comes to their map pick,
DRX make Liquid change on comps. Don't DRX just run the... Who still runs that comp? MIBR? Is it MIBR that still run that comp? The A-spam comp? The KO, Jet, Sova. I'm so fine with that comp because you can actually just go A every single round. Maybe I would change the Cypher for another controller personally, but...
that could be a punish in the next. So I came into this thinking if Liquid got off to a good start,
I just think that this at least has a strength on attack. This has no strength on attack. I actually can't do anything on attack with this comp. Not good at site hitting. It's not good at mid control. It's not good at spamming any of the sides.
I think it was KC lost both pistols and still only lost 13-11.
It's good at fighting in small areas, and there's no small area I can fight. Like the only way you would win rounds is if they fight me at middle.
I think the main thing was they looked like they didn't have a lot of ideas, and the ideas that they had from the get-go didn't work.
Should we be worried?
That's why I sort of expect some changes.
It's the first bad comp the Liquid coaches have done.
I also think that from form at least,
like you're always going to miss the mark on some maps in different matters.
So far, although Liquid only took the defeat to Vitality. With many put as one of the favorites for this one. Already though, an opening in their favor. SMG working out.
Dude, maybe the Stinger rounds are the one.
Round they've won has been off the back of a Stinger. Unfortunately, they're now walking into Abez, who really hasn't missed much of the beat so far.
30 seconds left.
Knife will catch both. That's all utility gone, and with the amount of time left. And again, these A-site holds have been massively unsuccessful so far. The retakes from KC have been superb.
Flaming the comp. I mean, have to flame the comp because I said that I hated the foot comp, and this is so similar to it.
Beautiful. A third kill already for the man leading the charge. Now the defuse comes in. Nats cannot. Oh, he's going to try it. He's going to drop down. He's actually pulled them off it for a moment, but we're running low on ammo in those flips. 7-1.
Maybe another timeout. I don't know what they do though. Their B hit should be better than their A hit.
Well, really looks like there's not a lot of problems on that defense, and well, Liquid are taking note of that. They call a timeout.
Few misses here and there. But yeah, but Dosia was one of those players, as I said, super excited to see him come into this team. I think they had one split with Boom where they looked incredible. The next, it was kind of a fall-off. But
at least they're using their timeouts nice and early. Dude, I'll be fine with them just going B every single round. Just see if they can get 2 more.
Blender, I think he was playing most of it with 80+ ping.
That's been so... There's so much 7-1 at the moment.
Yet to really see how
snowballing
this guy is actually going to be coming onto the stage, but he's one of the players that I think has most excited me coming into this year.
Is the OMA meant to follow up the whale in the Liquid comp? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they got to do a smoke on site. But can 2 people go into a smoke? Maybe the whale shouldn't go in the smoke and the OMA goes in the smoke.
Game a lot of the time, like the comfort's taken out of it. You feel that like your body's locked up, the stress is there.
It's every day you get a 7-1. Oh no, it really is, man. Yeah.
It's going to be a whole new
You're suffering at the moment.
Make a name for yourself again. He hasn't looked uncomfortable at all, and especially not kicking off this game. It looks like a
Liquid's bind comp last year. No, but it didn't like. At least it did stuff. That bind comp was nice at fighting. It did stuff.
No doubt wanted a stronger start than this. Still time for them to bounce back and make
I don't see the vision, man. I don't know what the vision is.
Easier pill to swallow.
Maybe I'm too dumb to work it out, but I don't get it.
Some sort of response, and quick. For Wayne, the debut hasn't been one of dreams just yet. Lucia going looking for a little bit of information, but as of right now, that pressure looks to come into mid once again. There's been space given at times, but
how many rounds do they need?
Spotted on either side of the map, no early presence. It's very
I reckon they probably need the rest. They might not need the rest if KCORP mess up and Liquid put a perma cam here, and they don't discover the cam until really late in the game, and then they stack 3 on A.
Yeah, I mean at this point,
and then they shut down A. Like the only way I can see them winning this.
Have a pretty simple learning of just go back.
And then maybe they could get away with 3 if they did that. But it would be, I mean, it would have to be a masterclass on A odds.
Liquid should be reading now that they've seen that op not in mid anymore. No more peeks from the A side as well.
But Nats is not even trying for mid. No, I'm talking about on defense.
They're not going to walk up on the back of that and give the op a pick. The intention here, it seems, was a fake towards the A side, at least to start. But now they're going to go back to B.
Back over towards A. I mean, A is pretty weak right now. Knife goes in over towards B, but it was like quite a lot to the left, so they could definitely be dodging it. Dude, this might actually be one of the better chances. Created a bit of pressure over towards middle, got the sights weak. And they're through the choke. This is their best chance. Oh, this is actually such a good sign right now. Wayne still has flash. Guys, you gotta get that plant down.
We're leaving it pretty close. If there was something online to deny them, that would be terrifying, but they will get the plant down.
Yeah, a swing or a spam out of heaven could have changed the game. KC looking for another solid retake, this time Cosmic.
Too crazy these two haven't seen each other yet.
And already you're going. You see the abilities removed on the
flash
other
goes
side.
in, only hits 1. Astra ult on defense. Oh, man. The util's pretty nice from KCORP right now.
Round again. He might not get the kills, but he has set them up for success, leaving Nats alone inside of main. The defuse.
And this was nicely done from KCORP, right? They play weak and they play to leave the side over towards A because they got Astra ult.
8-1 now for
Util was nice. Omen flash, KO flash.
They did so much work in that second round, couldn't connect the third.
Sounds low. Let me do this.
And have failed to find anything since. This is a disaster.
I don't think in a long time I've seen anybody get caught by KO flash.
Be way better.
Yeah. He got 3 members of their team, and he was going to get an assist anyway because he was using null command, so we don't know how blind those players were, but they all got hit by that flash in the replay. And yeah, Abbas has just been having an insane game, but I also don't think he's had too much of a tough time. If someone's getting caught by every little pop flash you do, half the time he's peeking off his own flashing. He's not even flashing for anyone else.
Well, there's the opening for Levin. Was missing last round, and they still managed to put it together, no problem. Now, it's Miniboo down, and the player that would have been entering into the site that potentially would have put down a convergence path to get them control. And when you look at this map, how helpful those ultimates are. Convergence path and Rolling Thunder, they clear so much space. They make it so uncomfortable to defend. But now it's going to be difficult to attack, missing that dive. They'll go for a split instead.
Am I gonna watch China? Nah, I'm not watching China till like late in the year, man.
Well, you're not gonna see him. Because either you'll be dead from the first shot, or he'll pop flash you and kill you anyway. So 50 seconds left. Rotation now coming back in, which should be heard.
Deep inside A main aggression. So much info in play. And she goes down though. A problem until Abbas is on the scene. He'll be caught. For Liquid, a chance.
They've still got to clear out Dosia, but he's stunned up at the back of the site. Slowly being surrounded. First shot does go away. No, there's another player above though. That aftershock gives the game away. And he's able to just tuck into
Okay.
the corner. In fact, he goes back and starts looking. Well done by Dosia to come out with 2 there.
They're pretty good. Are they on top of that Astra being here so early?
Extra time, and Levin's just a bodyguard for it. Peeks back out, but there's the flank from Sugetsu. And what was looking like their best opportunity, Dosia surrounded, boxed into the side.
Dude, I've never heard him call Dosia.
I can't believe he got away with that. I mean, after the
they did this last time as well, right?
They're not even looking. He's able to walk out in the middle of the site, in the open, exposed to main, exposed to window.
I'm pretty sure they're 19 months.
Kill on a man looking the other way.
The X got himself,
they know he's there. They put utility. They think he went backside.
Papa aftershocked him, so they had to know he was there.
I'm sorry, but just real quick, they also cleared every other part of the site except where he was. Where did you think he went? Anyways, look, the point is,
maybe
that was just pretty good. He's pretty, maybe he extended the range of his TP by 400 meters. Oh my goodness. Anyways. He's done remarkably well in this game.
I tell you what, that was pretty nice to dodge all the cages. Ball goes in, and dude, he's going to have to go crazy. Oh, this is a nice play by him. Oh, this is a lovely play by him. Dude, one's fallen off the map as well. Dude, Wayne's jumped off the map so he doesn't get the ace. Dude, have we seen 2 people jump off the map right now?
Who did it?
What is this game, bro? How do KC keep winning these rounds?
Have to dive in there for him to get it.
Bro. This is loaded. That's unbelievable.
How did Wayne...
Oh, the smoke.
Oh, no.
What are you doing? Crazy.
What the... Oh, dear.
Hold on, real quick. Wayne, what a good teammate. I mean, he saw Purpo do it earlier, and he said,
Green Kitten, thanks so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate the 20 months.
And that's what you need from a teammate.
Let's go with that.
Love it. That's what I always do for my friends.
You know what? It's a rough first match. At least the only way is up. We'll look at the positive. Miniboo.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, Sonia. I think that's pretty good.
He hit that.
Where is, like, I'm just watching Lemon up dropped over the top of the smoke.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Dude, Wayne's...
Miniboo.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure I want to know how. I guess the smoke faded and he was still just peeking the angle.
It's a comp diff at the moment. I mean, Liquid are doing some rough stuff as well, but yeah.
Has already got them info outside.
I said they're pretty early on that. I thought it might be.
Just so slow from the side of Liquid.
I can't believe there's 2 comps in EMEA.
It almost feels
like
at times they're playing a
What's the difference between this and the foot comp?
Aggression, and there has been a lot
Instead
of
breach, foot use.
I was going to say this would be a weird angle to play with an operator, but Lemon clearly had a spare gun, maybe off the corpse of Jados, and is now in the corner. They're going to flash. They have to clear this. They have to clear this! They've been aggressive every single round. What is going on?
Yeah,
and now he has the chance
just got to go next here, man.
What he started, unless Wayne's going off the side of the map again. It's 8 kills. Still on. A chance for 9 kills in 2 rounds is not going to happen, but it doesn't matter. 11 to 1.
That was a rough one.
Men against boys. KC, this is a
I mean, they're at least getting 2 rounds of ace spam here.
Just the other day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it really feels like KC.
Amy Bealey, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate the 6 months. Thank you for that.
Perfect day. Team Liquid came in. Maybe his favorites in a lot of
they have a Silver instead of a Breach and an Astra for him.
KC 11 to 1.
Dude, it feels like they think they're playing a different map. It's weird. Oh god, this is...
After this.
Breach flash doesn't reach the corner as well. Holy.
Your body knows. A sense of victory. Seized when mind, movement, and gear ignite as one. Now, step into your zone. Designed to win.
You done this? Yeah. Is K-Corp's pick? I mean, it's a good pick for them, as we can see. The problem for Liquid is everyone will pick this against them now. It happens when you get exposed on a map. It's still pretty early on in the tournament. Rough, man. Really rough. Is Wayne an import? Yeah, from Pacific. Yeah, they call him Dosia because that's how 9 would sound in Russia. Oh, okay. I mean, then it must be how he wants it.
for 2. And, well, Tom, I think this is one of those situations where I'm going to confidently say, chest out. I think the pistol round matters a lot. A man like Levin, if he comes in hitting heads like he did in that first half, it's going to end the game real quick. What a performance.
Yeah, I think those stats will probably change by the end of today. Oh, yeah. He's been off to an absolute flyer on this one. But yeah, that was sort of the question we had coming into today. Was like, firstly, you look at the agent pool, he's definitely had a tougher time than agents that aren't Jet. He's playing Jet. He looks
Not sure it's the best meta for Nuts as a Senti caller. Hey, you just try play Perma Viper if you don't want to play Senti.
Turkish manager. Like, he had a lot more, I guess, homely things. But when you see a player move into a roster,
a couple of maps where
different culture, etc., different coach, different people around
you might have to play Killjoy, I guess. Even.
Week 1 didn't pay off.
Even
Week
and
2, looking a little better. A lot better.
A lot, but yeah, a hell of a lot better. Obviously, those stats you saw.
Dude, but honestly, you could try Force the Chamber at the moment. It's got a good chamber.
Big uptick in performance from not just
the chamber's the best to call on either, but
side as an identity. You can see they've got full control. And as I said, in terms of their map picks, I think they've looked good in the round-to-round play. 11, 1 and done. It's a rare start.
Dude, this guy having his big play.
Himself behind that box, and a crunch comes in. Purple and Wayne do well to stabilize.
Nine is.
Man advantage now with the defense.
Oh god, that's rough, bro. How has he not won the round there? He went a bit early, took a risk, got the perfect flank on the go, and then he's kind of melted a little bit.
You got a very slow heartbeat. Obviously, for Liquid fans, they're used to having a little bit.
I just feel like as soon as KARMINE starts spamming A, it's gonna be done, but we'll see.
I think this may even just come down to, let's warm up into the game a bit. We've made some silly mistakes. We've had 2 players fall off the map and not in the manner in which angers a certain Polish analyst. Accidental falling off the map. And then you've also just had like very, very silly
Natic NRG vibes. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, and Wayne.
Dude, KARMINE trying to finish it right now. Full force into this one. Wait to have this comp and spam B, but
there's a little aggression from Minibu. Shot doesn't land. He's forced back. Pressure on if he peeks that back side. SMG up close. Has an easy time taking him down. Levin finding the first. Down goes Nats. He's up close though and surrounded by players. A bit of support from backside. Lines up with his teammate. Love it. Wayne's here. And Alpha runs out of ammo. And it looks like Liquid have run out of luck.
Yeah, Zagetsu got the big luck kill.
What luck? But a blip on the radar that got them the pistol. Now it's Purple in a 1v3. KC seemingly right back to winning ways. But Purple could stand between them. And victory, but Aves wraps around with the stinger.
Well, they're going to end it fast.
And put KC one away from dishing out embarrassment.
Yeah, I think for KC, they just knew that, like, let's just go for the stinger buy. Everything we've done has been working for us. Okay, we lost the pistol round, but, like, they've just been playing so much better as a team. And being able to just swing this one together, have the multi-spray down of Dreams.
He's not looking at, I mean, he's scared of the flank.
The flank from Zagetsu. They're just super confident at this point.
Okay,
and
I think I need to stop doing that to you.
I think, yeah, we just need to almost write this one off.
10 goes it for KARMINE. Oh, for sure. This is needs to go back to the drawing board of this one. The only team that could beat an EMEA with this comp is FUT. And honestly, I hope we don't get to see that matchup.
And a singular rifle for Minibu.
Somehow this will be the one they win. This will be the 3rd on the board. I can feel it. For KC, a very slow approach. As expected, you're against the weakness. There's no need to overplay your hand. I think the only problem
1,000 subs if Team Liquid win this. That's how confident you are? That's crazy.
What Liquid ran into in the last half, where they play the default a little too long. They don't bait out utility, and they end up with 20 seconds left, having to blitz into a site that is full of utility, and sometimes stacked up as well. So I want to see them pace it up a little more than what we saw last week, and already we're seeing that the extremities are being pressured. They're looking for information. Yeah, giving it away on A.
The spike's not committed either
should
way.
Be B late. They're making too much noise on A.
Nice shot from Minibu. He's taking a little bit of damage in response. Sugetsu's been spotted jumping over though. That might just be enough to seal the deal of the rotation.
30 seconds left.
It starts here, yeah, the guy with the 1,000 subs starts winning. With the first kill.
A bit slow to react, maybe just focused on the utility he was putting out, but he has fought the space. The rest of the players are only just making it here, and that spike is now getting onto the cross.
Big strong kick.
Just block it, but duh. plant has come through. Now the retake with weaker weapons. Doja, surprisingly, giving them a chance up close, being embedded like this. Especially with the plant being back from main. It is a problem. Camel's able to catch them off guard in the first fight. He gets there, but a little bit too late. Purpo alone, one shot on the Shadows. Would put a 1v1 on the board, but Doja doesn't let him anywhere near him.
Pretty fast map, 34 minutes on this one.
Play this game, it looked like their